Uh, Good morning, team. Wednesday morning. Wanted to do a quick little video. Just I wanted to write some things from the pre-market opening, what I'm seeing, and I started writing. It was just too much to write, so I rather do like a quick 5 7 minute video than write like a thesis, long paragraph on the chat thing. So um, yesterday, what we saw was a nice strong day. Up 4.5. 4.83 points. But look what we did. We came right to the 21. Okay, so I mean, we ended up in the high. We had a slightly little larger volume than the day before, but still to the 21. This downtrend line is still in effect. If you notice all these key points that it has hit, we have to cross it there. And the 21 is still in play. Let me go to the actual Nasdaq Composite. Right there, volume is a little bit higher, still not above average volume, but higher than yesterday. So technically, it's a quasi follow through day, but let me see how the climate is. It's CB at 13. Yeah, I mean it's like the numbers don't the market climate is the psychological indicators are still kind of like on the low end. Again, below the 21. We are doing higher lows, but pre-market we're a little bit down. We're at the 50. Let me go back over here so we can take a look at the where am I? 15 minute like we always do. We had a nice strong day yesterday from the morning. We had a gap down. We opened up, vomited. It's like, oh, here we go again. And then quickly, if you notice, we just, this bar right here, we kind of came above it. We closed the gap. Then we came back down again, tested the sellers. They went around, and boom, we took off. Strong sign, by all means, strong sign. But we're down a little bit today. Maybe it's gonna be the same thing as yesterday. We open low and finish high. That would be a great sign. But if you notice, when weeks ago we were talking about the 300, 305, 310 levels. Now we're talking about the 280 level. So we are definitely much lower than we were a few weeks ago. So downtrending market, not really going anywhere. We have little rallies. We go down, we go up a little bit. We go down, we go up a little bit. So like I've been saying, don't get too excited. 1 or 2 days don't make a trend. We got to get above the 21. We have to get above all the key moving averages first. Um, some minor things that let me see the SPY, the SPS. Yeah, I mean this didn't even get to the 21. So a little higher volume up to average, but again, we want to. Me personally, I don't go long if the major indices are below the 21. That's just a rule that I follow and it has served me well. When we're here, we're trying to chop around and kind of base out, and what happened? Boom, we just boom, 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 boom. Every time we rally, besides this March one, we got below 21. If you notice, the 21 has been resistance ever since. This is the one time we kind of shelved out. We're thinking, okay, perfect. We're gonna shove out. We're gonna go sideways. We can clear the 50. Here we go. We're back. Vomit. Boom, boom, boom. And the 21 has been even here. We closed that one day, peeked our head above it, and then what happened the next 3 days? Boom, boom, boom. 4 days. Here we can't even get out of it. So again, wait for the markets to clear the 21. Wait for the markets to clear 21. That this is the 10 week on the weekly. Again, nice strong day. Fill the gap here. Um, just wait for this. Just be patient. You don't have to buy every day. You don't have to trade every day. We have a big strong 400 point up day in one day. Don't have FOMO. There will be plenty of opportunities. This will come around eventually. We're gonna get clear signs. We're gonna get above the 50. Eventually, we're gonna clear above the 200, and we're gonna start trending again above the 21, above all the key moving averages, and we're gonna be going up. And then you can have a sustained rally when you can make the bulk of your money. The market gives you 20, 30% of the year where you can make your money. You make 100% of your money in 20%, 30% of the time within the year. So don't get chopped around and don't lose the capital you have or would eventually earn and make in these downtrends, because it can just chop you up and it'll put a strain on your mental capital. Um, some stocks that I was looking at, um, this little breakout right here. Let me clean this up a little bit. Um, yeah, what I wanted to talk about today at 2 o'clock. Sorry, I was looking at different things I want to cover, and it kind of gave me all in one shot. Okay, today at 2 o'clock, the Fed minutes come out. So from the June meeting, the minutes are gonna come out from the June meeting. We're gonna get some detail on what they said. We already know what they said basically, but we're gonna get some more details. So there might be a little volatility today, just because at 2 o'clock those minutes come out. If they say something very hawkish, then we might have another little vomit and just kind of fall down again. If they say something dovish, where like maybe we're gonna have one more 75-point rate hike in July, and then we're gonna pause because they don't want to interfere with the midterm elections, elections in September. They might pause to not interfere with that. So that could be a nice little shoot, a little boost for the market to pause the interest rate hikes. So we'll see. We'll see. Another couple of things also in the bond market is giving us an early warning sign that we're definitely heading into recession if we're not already there. The yield curve inverted, which is the 10-year note and the 2-year. When they invert, that means that a recession is going to happen soon if we are not already in it. And also this morning the mortgage report came out, and mortgage demand slips. So in other words, there's less people buying houses. So the economy is slowing down a little bit. Okay, nothing crazy, but it's still there's a recession on the way. I'm gonna just quick little watch list that I have here. I want to kind of go over with you guys. Like me, just I want to go over, like, we haven't talked about like the major key stocks in the market for a while. Let's say like Apple. Let me look at here. Put my checklist here. I have this checklist that I kind of put together as a scan. For the best stocks in the market. You want to have at least 80%, 90% criteria being met. Apple, the darling, right? Guys, it's below the 50. It's below the 200. It's barely trading water on the 21. It's kind of the same thing, a proxy of the market. It hits the 21 and it gets rejected. Here, kind of, hovered on top of it. It came back down again. Yesterday was a nice strong day, almost 2% up for the day, but it was on lower volume than average. So, not really doing anything. You want this to kind of get above like the 151, 152 level to kind of come around and then take off. Crypto stocks. Look, Mara, guys, this was in the 80s and the 60s and the 70s. Back in November. It's a $6 stock, guys. It's a $6 stock. I mean, look at this. Crypto just not working. Square had a nice 4% up move today. Again, could not get above the 21. The 21 has been riding this sucker down. And look at this. Back since April, when it hit this high here when I was shorting it back here. I should have just held it. I think I cashed that over here somewhere. The 21. Look, it's holding. Every time it gets up to 21, it gets bounced off. And the 50 is kind of pushing it. And I mean, this is the $130 stock. Cut down in half. Nvidia, guys, $150 stock. $150 when this used to be like 300, two something, 289 back here. It's again at 21, writing it down. So you want to write the 21 when it clears it. Nice little base breakout. Write the 21. Once it breaks it, I mean, just kind of didn't do anything here. Just a couple little weeks here, then boom. Some stocks that I was looking at, just kind of watch list, kind of like have my watch list ready if you have a nice little turnaround. TRND. This had a nice little run. What I was saying before, we had some daylight. So when you have a lot of daylight between the prices and the moving averages, they tend to come back down and retest. So this vomited, but it held the 50 pretty well here. So I'm kind of looking at this to see if it kind of like gets above, these kind of congestion here, maybe even this little cluster right here above the 21. That could be a nice little pop there we might have. CHS. I was looking at this also. Nice strong day yesterday, almost 6%. It kind of vomited because of the market, but it kind of held around that 21. So like I like it because this congestion here of the 21, the 50, and the 200, they're all kind of like clustered together. So when there is a move, it tends to be a little bit stronger. Um, Tesla, guys, Tesla, again, downhill. The 50 is sloping hard down. The 21 is kind of flattening out, but again, it came up to it, didn't clear it. I mean, Tesla's got to really clear 800 before this kind of like resolves itself. This could be a back and forth thing. Try to get to 700. Never really made it on lower volume. It's pre-market it's down a little bit. Pre-market is whatever. I mean, yesterday we had pre-market down a couple hundred points, and all of a sudden, boof, we were up, a couple hundred points at the end of the day. So, but again, I want to show you like the darlings of the market. So, I mean, look at this. It's only a 60% criteria being met on this screen. So, nothing to do here. It's a gamble. Where are you gonna go? You don't want to buy stocks because they're cheap. You want to buy stocks that are going up in price. You want to buy right there and ride this trend. You see this daylight here. Once it breaks this little gap, 21's out, you get out. That's it. And from then, it's been nothing but downhill. Okay. Talk about Mara, HDSN. Remember this? I was trading before where it couldn't get above 10. I mean, it couldn't stay above 10, 10, 10, 10. It kind of, I was trading between 9 and 10 and 10 and making some good money on it. And then it finally cleared the 21 on the downside, and it's just been vomiting ever since. So you want to have your clear stops where, okay, the line in the sand is the 50, the 21, whatever it works for you, but have a line in the sand. Don't just say, well, it's going to come back. Okay, it might come back, so get back in it when it comes back. So let's say again, just hypothetical scenario. You were in at 9, you traded it to 1075, you took some profit into strength, you held another couple hundred shares, and now it's below like 850, something like that. It's below the 21. Okay, line in the sand, the 50. Okay, on this day right there, on that day right there, I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Like 810. I'm out. The next day it went up a little bit. It closed below it. The next day it kind of, let me clean this up. The next day it kind of went above the 50. Okay, no problem. So what do? You say, okay, fine. The day that I was out that day, right? When it broke the 50. Okay, the day that I was out, that's my line in the sand. When it gets above the high of that day, I get back in. It never has. So you avoid all this drama. Let's say you got out at 810 and now it's at 740, 750. I mean, that's a good chunk of change that you avoided being down. So you want to get back in it? Fine. That's still the same price. Above this line right here when I got out. Because in other words, I owned it and I want to own it to 12 or 15. Okay. So it was down. Let me get over here. Okay. I think it's recording again. Sorry, I had a little pause there. So you want to get back in when it's above the day you got out. So you avoid all this mess right here. So if you like something, you want to keep it, well, then get out and then wait for it to prove that it's good again. So let me continue here. I wanted to make this a quick video and I'm digressing, but I wanted to kind of go over some things. This one, another one that I'm watching. I have a small position in this one. I took a position on this day right here when it hit the 21, and the next day it cleared that high. I got in it, and I've been holding it with a 21 stop. So I'm in this right now. I have about a couple hundred shares. Again, the 21 is my line in the sand. I like how it's holding its way around. It's not really like violating it too much or too choppy. It's kind of like tight action. And it's like again above the 21. Here, see if you notice here, all the action is below the 21, and then once it gets above it, you have a nice little trend. It breaks it, you stop out, you wait. You have a base here. Okay, it didn't clear it. You wait. Didn't clear it. Okay, you wait. Didn't clear it. You wait. Here we go. You get in right there. and now you're trading now in this channel above here. Okay, you have to have patience. Let me see what else I want to cover with you guys. I don't know. I was looking at Chef. Again, very, very choppy, but look at this move. Back from the, 33, 34 to like 40. That's a nice move. So I had a nice little trend line here that I got in right there. So I'm holding some shares of this once it kind of broke right here above the 21. Again, above the 21. I wanted to clear the clutter and I wanted to get above the 21. So I got in right here, and then look, it has never kind of came back inside. So I have a little position here. I'm holding it. 21 is my line in the sand. What else here? Vivo. I picked up some shares of this yesterday just because I liked how it was cluttering around here. When it started, went to intraday, and then when it picked up, it used a 60 for it. So kind of like yesterday when it was kind of like hovering around, and all of a sudden I saw like, okay, it hit the market gapped up again, and then when it came back down again, and then it cleared this one right here, I got in right there in that midday, and I kind of been holding it below. I have a 30, 78, I think, stop, something like that. So I'm holding it. See what it does. 21. It's kind of like holding its line here. It's clustering. I like it. I might add if it gets above this right here. 15. Look at this. 15 out of 15 in the scan for for this growth stocks. JDST, another one I'm looking at. This one right here, kind of this little trend line I had here, and this little secondary trend line, this little cup right here. Once he cleared it, picked up some right there. I've been holding it for a couple days. Just it's really volatile, so a very small position, but it was up 11% yesterday. So nice little move. Looks like it's up a little bit pre-market. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. Again, these are not big positions that I have. Just little testers because again, the market is below 21. I wasn't buying yesterday too much because again, I need to see the indices go above 21. Another one that I'm looking at, RBA. RBA had a nice strong day yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, on Friday. It gave back a little bit. Again, I don't own this, but I was looking at it because this is a nice little shelf right here. Kind of broke out on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday, Thursday. No, sorry, Thursday, Friday, and then yesterday it kind of came back down. But again, it held the breakout pivot of the 6309 pivot. So a nice little base, nice little cup here base, and so this might be a nice one to kind of like if it holds to 21 and you see it kind of reverse back again, maybe pick up some if it gets above this right here. CRDO, it's another one that I like. Again, it was trying to build this little cup right here. This would have been great entry right here, but on the low side. Again, I'm not buying this. I'm not saying to buy this. I'm not saying I was looking at it, but I was looking at the relative strength yesterday in the market, and this showed potential with the numbers that it has. I was kind of looking at it. If we do have a revert and look at the growth, potential growth, from 15 cents to then 50 cents. Again, really low industry group because growth is not working too much right now, but something to take a look at. Maybe have an entry at 12 to 05. It kind of comes around a little bit. You might have a play at 14. And then UTHR, I like this again, holding the 21. Nice little base right here. This nice little entry. Again, it's holding its weight. The market is chopping. This has been above 21 for a while now. 93% on the growth 250 kind of scan list. So again, some ideas to kind of like keep you kind of like engaged with what you're looking at, what's working, what's not working. The overall market is just in a downtrend. We have some news coming in today, so there might be a little volatility. Um, wait until the 21 gets cleared and it becomes support rather than right now being resistance. Okay, so what I mean is right now, 21 is resistance. You want a 21 to be support. All right, guys. I'll do the weekend video. Well, actually, though, there will not be a weekend video. I'm gonna be out of town, but I do want most likely on Thursday. I'll ask the weekend video with the scans for the week and so forth. All right, stay safe today. Any questions, please go ahead and ask.